Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I'm going to show you how to make a burial style Reese bass on the Novation Peak, and it sounds like this. So this sound is pretty easy to make, but I'm a huge fan of burial. Once I start listening to one song during the day, all bets are off, and I just have to go and listen to pretty much every track that he's had his hand on. So let's get into it. First, we're going to initialize the patch, and again, I'm going to do my best just to keep the audio running, and I'm just going to adjust the volume. So we just have a super simple one oscillator sawtooth. So let's go to, we're already on the voicing page here. Let's change it to, we'll go mono legato, and we're going to change unison to 4, and we'll go spread, we'll go to 20. Next we're going to look at the oscillators, so we're going to pitch down, get in that nice bass sort of world, and you can already hear it's like starting to thicken up the sound a little bit more, and it's starting to get nice and crispy. So let's add a second oscillator, and I've just pitched that one down again, and we've got the full volume on one, and kind of about 2/3, 3/4 on the second. I'm going to go over to the fine and really use the fine tune to detune it to get nice big spread on that sound. From here you could add a sine wave to give some more bass in there, but with this sound I like to add a separate sub on a different channel, whether that be a plugin or go do another pass with just the sub to get in that weight. It gives you a little more control over the two sounds, and you can kind of control the level a bit better, and it helps down the road. Then future you is going to be super happy that you've done that for when it comes time to mixing. Next we're going to go look at the filter, and for this I don't want any filter envelope on it. I just want the same filter across the board, so we're going to dial that back. Amp envelope, depending on which synth you're using, you may need to control this a bit, so let's make sure we got full sustain because we want those notes held throughout. And then just with the attack, let's just have a little bit so we don't get any clicks at the start there. And that's pretty much about it for there. Actually, we can add a little bit of release, so then if the bass ends at the end of a bar, we get a nice little tail on. Not too much, but just a little bit there. I'm gonna take full advantage of the distortion and overdrive, so let's really boost that up, and the distortion you can really hear there. So if I go without, increase it a little, open the filter a little bit so you can hear, and then as I open the distortion, just adds a little bit more raspiness to the low end. So if we pull back that filter frequency there, and then lastly I'm going to add some chorus to give a little bit more thickness. And it's pretty much there. The last thing I want to do is add some glide. So we're going to turn on the glide and we're gonna let's change the voice to just a mono there. There we go, we can hear the glide now that I've opened this up. And we can pull this glide back a little bit. And now with all the music playing, increase the volume back up again. So there you go, super simple, and all of these techniques can be done on pretty much any synth, just as long as you have a little bit of voicing options with allowing to detune and stacking, and also you want multiple oscillators. If your synth doesn't have the overdrive and distortion, you can always add them on later with plugins, or if you have a hardware that allows a 50-50, so you can add dry and wet signal to it, that will also get you across the line. And same with the chorus. Hopefully you got something out of it. Super quick one today, and hopefully I've inspired you to create something. Until next time, see you later.